lot of noise, there a reason it was so abrupt? I kinda had to think that there would be one. Conversations out of state, they asking where are we from? I don't care about you, I got me a cheapest Caribbean. It's a push start, I ain't gotta put the key in. Whip it real nice like a good human being. 24 East.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Texas Rangers. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Here now is Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The cutter runs outside, ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball two. 2 balls, no strike.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
In now is Adam Eaton. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Settling in now, Juan Soto. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Now a throw over and the runner back safely. He's set and the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, but he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and in steps the lefty power threat Eric Thames. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ballgame. Steven Strasburg is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's just 2 for 9. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Now this is swung on and missed by Choo as he's dispatched for the first out.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball in there, 3-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a pop-up now. Thames shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the right fielder, Joey Gallo.
In now, Joey Gallo. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Strasburg comes set. Here it comes. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
1 ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
2-2 the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So the Rangers turned away in the first. On to the second now in Arlington with no score. So here's Starlin Castro. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. Just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And this is high, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line toward the alley in left center. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Cabrera leads off first with 1 away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he misses there. 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line, but a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second, and now this will be a base hit for Suzuki. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
2-0 to the Nationals DH in this one.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
First and second now, 1 man out. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Chirinos over to his right. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
Victor Robles digging in now.
Robles.
First pitch on its way. Sliced hard on the ground. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Santana will start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Line toward right center. And that'll qualify as the Rangers' first hit.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Now at the plate, Willie Calhoun. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
From the stretch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Pulled toward right center field. Robles is on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Frazier.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Rognadodor now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. One 0 count. Here it is.
2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And he fouls this one off. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. The 2-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Ready with the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball upstairs.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Santana is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting. Right field.
Now to the plate, Adam Eaton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. One and 2 now to Adam Eaton.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Third inning, no score to this point. Chopped in front of home plate. throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Juan Soto to the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Ronald Guzman. From the stretch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Shin-Soo Choo, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
3-1 the count now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 2 to the Rangers' designated hitter.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Bouncer up the middle. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. A swing and a ground ball to third. Zips it to Castro for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Lifted into center field. Santana is right there, 1 down. Striding in as Drupal Cabrera. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Another 2-2 offering. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. He's set, and the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
At the plate now, Michael Taylor, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
The center fielder.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So now to the plate, Victor Robles, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Suzuki on third. Taylor at second with one away. And there's ball 2 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Comes set. The 0-1. Fouled off. A pause. And the 0-2. Down the first baseline. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
In now, Danny Santana, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is a changeup that gets him off balance for a strike. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Castro at second. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away. Up next for the Rangers, Willie Calhoun comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. And this will be fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Left side, but well foul. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. All set for the start of the inning, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton.
The right fielder, number 2, Adam.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Striding in now for the Nats, Juan Soto. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. From the stretch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Eaton on at first, nobody out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Nationals have now taken a 4-0 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. As he'll take a look at his sinker here, too low for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike one. 3-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gallo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13.
Digging in as Drupal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-0 Washington. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Rangers,
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
second baseman,
Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Castro has it, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So next to the plate for Texas, Robinson Chirinos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Strike taken up in the zone. Line drive, base hit to right.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
At the plate, Ronald Guzman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Chirinos stands at first with one out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
To the plate now, Elvis Andrus. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Two and 0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Rafael Montero takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Rafael Montero.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Suzuki. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate now, Michael Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1 out, nobody on. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Lays off, 2-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Victor Robles. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Taylor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Pickoff move to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Swing and a liner. Foul. One out and a runner on third. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the run is in to score from third. Coming to the plate now, Adam Eaton. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Now a ball lined towards center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now back.
Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, Matt, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Here now is Juan Soto, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Come on, Texas, let's go.
Full count still. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Washington leads this one 6-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Joey Gallo.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Robles is back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Behind 0-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Strasburg comes set. 1-0 on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Next to the Rangers.
In now, Todd Frazier. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Rangers do get one back, however, on the strength of this home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 7th inning ready to roll. And next, the dangerous power threat, Eric Thames.
Eric Thames.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball in.
The 1-0. is swung on and missed. Strike one.
1-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Thames behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. In terms of the head-to-head with Rafael Montero, he's 1 for 3. Bases are empty, one man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey guys, that's the danger of falling behind in the show. You miss over the heart of the plate with count leverage, you're going to pay for it.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
So now to the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Fouled off. Now the 0-2 pitch on a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone, is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. High in the air down the right field line, and foul. And he misses. 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
got a full count. 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Fouled away. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll leave here with one out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Roenis Elias takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Roenis Elias.
At the plate now, Robinson Chirinos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Line drive to center field. Robles is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
First baseman, Ronald Guzman.
Riding in once again, Ronald Guzman. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They trail 6-1. Nick Goody has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Michael Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Frazier's got to get rid of it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in, Victor Robles. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Ready for another shot now. Trey Turner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 6-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Shin-Soo Choo. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Into the box now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Chu stands at second with no outs. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles waits on it. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Gallo swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Joey Gallo with a 2-run shot. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
Will Harris answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 26, Will Harris. For the Rangers, the center fielder.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 2 for 4. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is right there, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now back.
So stepping in, Willie Calhoun. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Misses. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's the Nationals 6 and the Rangers 3. All set to start the 9th in this one, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. First offering on its way. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Juan Soto will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Soft grounder left side. He's got it. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Eric Thames, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0.
1-1. Two balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Shot towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now that's second baseman.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
High in the air out to center field. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Sean Doolittle comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
So coming to the plate, Todd Frazier is career line with Doolittle. He's got a 3-for-5 line. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Doolittle is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
The second baseman, Rugen.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty B, you know what, D-Roll, there's an old saying, when the temperatures start to heat up, so do the bats, and that's what we saw in this one.
Yeah, Dan, without question, when the weather heats up, there's nothing better than putting on a uni and getting after it. Maybe you got a little 5 o'clock shadow working, haven't shaved in a couple days, and you're trying to go bridge. And that's exactly what these teams did today. Weather was warm, they were letting it go.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Now at the plate, Ronald Guzman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Still only 1 out in the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. The 1-2 misses above the zone for a ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-2 one more time. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Shin-Soo Choo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Texas down to their final strike in this one. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Nationals took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Steven Strasburg gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rangers, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Steven Strasburg. The save to John Doolittle. The loss goes to Corey Kluber. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.